Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kari and today I'll talk about all the books I read in November. I know this is a change of setting and it is because I had some technical issues with my computer in the morning, so I'm filming at night. It's weird for me and I hope you don't mind, I'm doing my best. So this month for me was an audiobook month because all the books I finished were audiobooks, and that's why I also read a lot more than any other month. The ebooks and physical books I was reading, I didn't finish them, so yeah, this is like a full audiobooks month. I have to clarify that in each wrap-up video I will say only a short synopsis of what the book is about and then my experience reading it. Like in my last wrap-up video, I won't mention the Goodreads stars, but I will leave all my reviews in the description in case you want to check them with full spoilers. And finally, I have to clarify that in each wrap-up video I plan to say what I'm currently reading and my one book TBR for the next month. I like talking about these books in the order in which I read them, but for this month I finished a whole series. So I will talk about the series at the end, and then the rest of the books are in the order in which I read them. So the first one I finished was The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the second book in the Raven Cycle series. Last month I finished The Raven Boys, so I continue with the series, and oh well, this book was a disappointment. Not to say any spoilers, in this book we continue the story of Blue, Gansey, Ronan, Adam and Noah with their respective family issues and all the supernatural weird stuff that is happening in their town, Henrietta. I got bored a lot of times with this book. I felt what everyone was saying about the pacing of this series in general. It was long and boring and nothing was going on. Like, I felt a lot of scenes could have been shortened and would have still had the same impact in the reader, but they were extended a lot unnecessarily and I didn't like that. This book is more focused on Ronan and another character that I won't name because of spoilers, but I felt like their stories weren't as interesting as the stories in the first book. Like, I would rather read about Gansey and Blue than about Ronan. I don't know, I know that a lot of people love him and I do, but it wasn't that interesting for me as the first one. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this is an awful book. It had very cute moments, especially between Blue and Gansey and between Blue and Noah that I loved so much, and I felt that it was building up to a great third installment in the series, so I'm excited about it, but at the same time it was a disappointment. I think I'll continue with the series just because I love the characters and the story in general, but overall this book was a disappointment. I couldn't connect with the characters or with the story. It was way too long and the ending was pretty underwhelming. Then I read a very short book, which is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which I already knew the story because when I was younger I watched the Brad Pitt movie, and overall it is the same story, but the movie was way more dramatic and romantic than the book. I liked the reflection of life and society, but most importantly how, even though Benjamin's life was different, he still went through the same life phases as everyone else. It's a very short read, the writing style is great, and if you like the movie I think you will enjoy it too, so I recommend it. Although I might need to rewatch the movie. Next book I read was the worst of my month and I think of my reading year. I'm so mad and disappointed with the book and with myself, and I don't even know where to start. This book was Orphan Island by Laurel Snyder. This is a middle grade book and it has a fantastic premise, a great premise. It was what drew me in to read it, and it was also what destroyed me. Well, my expectations about the premise destroyed me and my experience with the book. So listen to this. There's an island full of kids, no adults around, and no one really knows why they're there, but they do know that once a year a boat comes and takes the eldest of the kids and leaves a new young child. I wanted a mystery. I wanted to know how they got to the island and why was everything happening like that. I wanted like a rebellion, like I wanted the Hunger Games, and I got nothing. It's like I wanted many things that were in this book, and I don't blame the book because the book wasn't bad. It was just my expectations about how the story was going to develop. This book is actually an allegory of life itself. It has many great comparisons about life and about meaning and fear of the unknown that I think worked so well for other people, not for me. It's not that I don't like those kinds of themes in books. I actually enjoy them a lot. But with this book, I don't know what happened. Like, I was expecting another thing, so I guess I misunderstood the premise, or maybe the premise was kind of vague. So I was expecting a mystery fun middle grade, and I got a really deep allegory of life. Obviously, I was very disappointed. So if it's on your radar, I think you should read it, but you have to know what you're gonna get. And let me tell you, what you are not gonna get is any answers. Another reason why reading this book was a bad experience for me was the protagonist. I hated her. I don't usually hate book characters. I leave my hate more to TV show characters. But with her, I just couldn't help it. She was so selfish, only thinking about herself, not thinking about the feelings of the other kids on the island, and I couldn't stand her. So I didn't get the mystery that I was expecting. I didn't get any of the answers. The protagonist was horrible, and I got bored several times the more I was reading. So yeah, this was not a book for me. And finally, we got to the full series that I finished. And this is a surprise even for me, because in my previous wrap-up video, which I'm gonna link below and in the cards, I said that I was expecting to read the first book in the series, and I did that. And not only that, I finished the whole series, which is 5 books long, but they are very short, so. And I'm talking about the Spiderwick Chronicles by Holly Black and Tony DiTerlizzi. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm so proud of myself for finishing these books, especially because I like them. I won't talk about all the books in this series because of spoilers, but I'll just mention the premise of the first book. And if you want to know more, I will leave in the description all my Goodreads reviews for each of them, with a brief recap of what happened in every book. This story is about 3 children, Jared, his twin brother Simon, and their older sister Mallory. It starts when they have to move to a new house after their parents' divorce. And their new home is very old, weird, and mysterious. A lot of strange things start to happen in the house and around it, and Jared, who is more the protagonist of the story, has to discover what's going on. And he finds out that there might be magical creatures living there. I mean, what's not to love about that premise and the series as a whole? The books in the series are The Field Guide, The Sing Stone, Lucinda's Secret, The Ironwood 3, and The Rat of Mulgarath. They are 5 very short books. I enjoyed them a lot. And also, what was more exciting about them, it is that they were narrated by Mark Hamill. Can you imagine? It was the best. I have to say my favorites were book 2 and 3, The Sing Stone and Lucinda's Secret. Also the last one. The last one was pretty great, but I think Lucinda's Secret was closest to my heart. I think you should read this series if you like fantasy, children's books, fairies, and family stories. And I'm wondering something, because I feel this series is very underrated. Like, I don't see a lot of people talking about it, and it's so great. I don't know if that's the case or if I'm too late to the fandom, but anyway, if you are part of the fandom, leave me in the comments which is your favorite book, or if you have read them, tell me what you think about them. And if you are not, you should read them. Like, I really recommend those. Also, now I will rewatch the movie with baby Freddy to see how they adapted the story. Now to the book that I'm currently reading. I'm only reading 2 at the moment, and the first one is this, which is a bind-up of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I love this so much. It's a reread and I'm enjoying it a lot. And the other one is Splintered, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And my TBR for next month has to be to finish this one, and also this book from A Series of Unfortunate Events. Well, that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and share it with your friends. I leave all my Goodreads reviews for the books I read this month in the description below, with full spoilers in case you want to check them out. Also, I will leave all my social media in the description as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content each week. See you next time. Another wrap up and another Star Wars t-shirt, apparently.